They were burning crores every month, but now they are profitable. Let me break down this video how. Fittr was one of those breakout pandemic stars in India's online fitness boom. People were stuck at home, and Fittr rode that wave hard. But once the world opened up, the tide turned. Suddenly, the growth didn't just slow, it imploded. We are talking crores in losses, layoffs, and a future that looked seriously uncertain. But this isn't a story of failure. It's about comeback. A smart, scrappy, and seriously impressive comeback. So, how did they grow from bleeding crores in losses to raking in profits? This is a story of grit and hard work, which you need to share with your founder friends as well. So, let's get into it. Just a few years ago, Fittr was the poster child of India's fitness tech scene. But when the gyms reopened and real world life came back, everything changed. So, what really happened, and how did they manage to pull off one of the boldest turnarounds we've seen in the space? Alright, so let's rewind. Back in 2020, Fittr was booming. Lockdowns, fresh VC funding, and a sudden surge in online health consciousness. It was the perfect storm. They scaled up fast, hired aggressively, threw money at marketing, and on the surface, things looked great. But under the hood, not so much. Even the founder, Jitendra Choksi, admitted that they were spending recklessly. They weren't tracking the losses, just burning cash, hoping that growth would fix everything. Spoiler alert, it didn't. By FY23, they were staring at losses of 41 crores. Then came the crash. Gyms reopened, people ditched online workouts, revenues dropped, and suddenly the same trends that had made Fittr a roaring success were now killing it. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. In January 2023, Choksi had a conversation with none other than Zerodha's Nitin Kamath, a guy who's known for building lean, profitable businesses. That conversation was a turning point. In fact, that not only was a simple conversation, they actually ended up investing in the companies as well. As you know, Rain Matter is a fund which is founded by Nitin Kamath, and they heavily doubled down on Fittr and they invested money in Fittr. And from there, Fittr went into full reset mode. They stopped performance marketing, slashed discounts, trimmed the team. Basically, they did everything most startups hate doing. And it worked. By mid 2023, they were in the green by reporting their first profitable quarter. But they didn't stop there. Fittr realized that being a fitness app wasn't going to cut it long term. So they pivoted from fitness to broader healthcare. They launched the Fitter Heart Smart Ring, got into health diagnostics, and even started training fitness coaches and nutritionists to build additional revenue streams. It was like they tore the whole engine apart and rebuilt it with profitability as a North Star. So, yeah, layoffs, pivots, cutting all the flashy stuff. But here's the question, did all of this actually work out in the end? That is the million dollar question, isn't it? Because imagine going through all the pain and hardships to do all this stuff. If you were in that position, would you do it for yourself? Just ask this question. Would you actually do it? So, coming back to the original question, did this actually work in the end? It definitely worked. In FY25, Fitter closed the year with 128 crores in revenue and not a and profit before tax of 11 crores. That's not just a bounce back, that's a masterclass in business turnaround. And guess what powered most of the success? Not gimmicks, not hardware, but their core online coaching subscriptions. The things they were always already good at and brought in a massive 122 crores. Pair that with a 26% drop in overall costs, and you've got a company that didn't just survive, it thrived. So, what can we learn from Fitter? And what is something which every business needs to learn from this experience? Number one, growth is great, but sustainable growth is better. Number two, sometimes the best move isn't to double down, it's to step back, reassess, and pivot. And number three, if you're willing to make the hard calls, the layoffs, the spend cuts, the tough conversations, you can rewrite your story. These might be extremely tough and extremely hard, particularly from our Indian upbringing. But when you're building a startup, the single ulterior goal which every founder needs to focus on is the success of the startup. So we have to go against our upbringing and kind of ensure that we are working towards building the startup. And Fittr did just that. Now, with plans to enter diagnostics, labs, and even hospitals, they are not just back. They are building a complete health empire. And it all started by facing the storm and deciding to change course. And if you need my help to raise funds to grow your business, check out the video on the left where I share more details about the same. And if you were inspired by Fitter's journey to grow and survive all the hardships and come out stronger than ever, let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts regarding the same and what is the one point which truly resonated with you. All the best.